it's rare for me to get goosebumps. If it gets to the point where I'm just legitimately dumbfounded and like beyond impressed to where I get goosebumps, that's when you're like, wow, that was a heck of a performance. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You know what time it is. It is the holiday season, and this is not the first video that I wanted to record on my quote unquote comeback or whatever. But when you think about it, it really is kind of poetic that this is the first video for me to do, kind of as I'm trying to get back into this whole thing. I won't talk about where I've been. I don't like those kinds of, I'm not gonna do it here. You guys are here to watch something completely different. So if you hear stuff, I apologize. My dogs, both of them, are currently wrestling right now. So there might be noises. So I apologize in advance. So today we're going to be taking a look at, always, right? One of my favorite groups, Pentatonix, doing one of the things that they do best, because I think that everything that they do best. There's really nothing that they do that they don't do really well. But this is one of my absolute favorite Christmas tunes. I'm actually kind of nervous to do it because it is one of my favorites and I haven't done this in a while. So coming back cold, doing one of my favorite songs for one of my favorite groups is kind of insane. But we're going to try and do the best that we possibly can on this particular thing. I'm going to kind of dust off the cobwebs, kind of open up the ears a little bit. I'm a little bit out of practice, but we're going to do our best. All right, so we're doing Oh Holy Night by Pentatonix. In case I didn't say that, I might not have said that. I really don't know, to be completely honest with you. But without further ado, let's get right into it. My friends.
Oh, holy night, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and never pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. Oh, a thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder break a new and glorious morn. Your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine.
That felt like a bad place to stop, but I cannot go on. Oh my God, what is going on? It's a good spot to stop because I had no idea that my dog completely skewed the camera. But you know, it's a one take thing. We're doing our best. I have rambunctious dogs. It's not. I can't do nothing. Okay. Trying to get my thoughts back in order. Where were we? Okay. All right. I'm gonna start with the first things first. Obviously, Scott sounds fantastic as always. I just finished watching Dancing with the Stars, and I was super excited yes, I watch all kinds of performative arts. What are you going to do about it? So actually, dancing is very similar to marching band, which is, as you all know, is primarily what I used to teach, mostly drumline, but then I dub. Anyway, not important. So I was really happy to see my boy Scott there. Cheered him on all season until he unfortunately was eliminated. I thought it was too soon for him to go, but I digress. It was not up to me. However, we're not talking about Dancing with the Stars. We're talking about this. I mean, he always sounds fantastic. I mean, what more can we say about that? Plus, I could tell in Dancing with the Stars, he was a little scared, and he admitted himself, admittedly, that he was out of his element. It's good to see him somewhere where he's just so confident and is a great performer. So there's two things that I kind of want to focus on here in this that I love. The first is, well, it's kind of like 1 and 1.5, but the first thing is I love how Pentatonix, I mean, especially in this song, they just take you on a musical journey. They don't stick to the script, which is fantastic. I'm all about taking music, interpreting it, and putting yourself into it, which is something that they do. You've heard me say before, which is fantastic. But this particular part, yeah, obviously the melody is just a little bit different from the original melody. But I love the kind of where they take us where they take us dynamically, because, you have Scott here in certain points, then you have, the entire chorus come in and kind of support 3 or 4 voices. So you got here, and then it goes up here, then it comes back down to Scott, then it goes up to 2 or 3 voices, and you get these rich dynamic moments happening, but you also have layers in terms of the harmonies that are being displayed here, which is fantastic. I thought it was really cool. And I think this is the first time that I ever watched Matt in the group, and I didn't even realize it. I didn't even think about it until I saw him bust out. Man, listen, you guys know I love me some Avi. I really do. But this, Matt, way to kind of come in and fill the shoes a little bit. I mean, I've only seen one. So you guys tell me in the comments, how's he doing? How does he do it? I know I'm really late to the party here, 10 years, but I'm just barely still discovering Pentatonix from a couple years ago. But I mean, that sounded great to me. He has such great color in his little feature there. It's such great color, really kind of like flavor in a sense, as a drum set player, flavor is kind of making sure it's something that can't quite be quantified. And I feel like that's something that Matt really comes in and does really well about. And I'm going to stop talking about that section because we still have 2.5 minutes to go. So I want to make sure that we hear everything.
He taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break for the slave, is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise his holy name. When Christ was born, divine.
Oh, night divine.
Ugh, where do I even start? It's rare. It's rare for me to get goosebumps when watching a performance. If I get, call it the I don't know, the teacher in me where I'm always trying to nitpick things and trying to fix things. And okay, I'm not allowed to, and I haven't allowed myself, the 10 years that I taught, I never allowed myself to just sit back and enjoy the performance that my students were putting out until the very end. If it gets to the point where I'm just legitimately dumbfounded and like beyond impressed to where I get goosebumps, that's when you're like, wow, that was a heck of a performance. And I could sit here all day and kind of talk about so many different things that happened in this particular video that Pentatonix put out, but we'd be here literally all day just kind of dissecting everything. There is one thing that I do, two things that I want to talk about. The first is I'm so glad that I was able to get some, like, feels like some one-on-one time with Kirsten, because I feel like she's not always featured as much, at least in the videos that I've covered. So I've never had a chance to just hear her. And man, does she sound incredible. It's just such a mature sound to her vocals, her vocal control. The timbre of her voice is just so rich. You know what I mean? Like, there's no other way to kind of explain it. It's such a rich sound, and she drove that ending. So yeah, I'm just kind of thinking back to a comment I once got where they were saying, you never talk about Kirsten, you're such a misogynist. Anyway, I always talk about her layering and stuff, which there was a lot of that here. She really adds an incredible amount of color to the harmonies, and I think without her, it just would not work out. But to see her featured is such an impressive thing. And finally, the performative aspect, not only them performing physically, but them performing musically, the arrangement to the way that the passion and the energy that they're putting into the sound, into their movements, into the presentation of the piece, because this really is, I've always thought, and it's really why I really enjoy this piece so much. I've always thought that it's a very powerful, emotionally driven kind of song, especially for Christmas. It almost doesn't feel like a Christmas song, but it does at the same time. It's kind of weird to kind of, you know, because we've gotten to the point of where Christmas is really jolly and happy and jazzy and stuff like that, which is nothing wrong with it at all. You know, it definitely has its place, and Christmas definitely sounds a certain way. I'm not trying to take anything away from that. However, something like this powerful, like this grounded, it kind of has a weight and a gravitas, which Kevin actually really helped to bring that out. I forgot to mention it, but it's just, I don't know, like there's just something about the performance and the musicality and the arrangement of it. I don't know, maybe I'll do a part two. Maybe I'll do a part two of this and come back and just kind of talk about those little things that just made it incredible, and incredibly difficult too, from, you know, splitting the melodies and splitting the impacts that were happening, and the solo features of each voice that came out here and there. I mean, it was, I'm already going off on a tangent, but I don't want to spend all day kind of talking about this. I just want to come in here and just appreciate them for what it is, because for me, it's a feeling thing. If it feels good, then it was good. And I'm telling you, that performance is one that I haven't experienced a performance like that in a long time. I think the last time that I experienced like goosebumps and chills, like, wow, I've never seen that before, was probably, I don't know, like 10 plus years ago, watching one of my marching bands. I was like, wow, that's incredible. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say today. That's all I kind of want to focus on today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I need to decompress because that was incredible. I don't even know how to feel about that. It was such a good thing, such a good moment. So many good moments, rather. And yeah, let me know in the comments what else you guys want to see from me. I have a couple of videos that I'm currently trying to edit and get uploaded as well to kind of get the whole thing rolling again. Thanks for stopping by. Of course, if you've come back and you've seen me before, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining me. Leave a comment below. Say hello. The Pentatonix community is one of my favorites on YouTube. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.